bed to hear somebody say it's time certain. Or to hear somebody say that she ain't worth it. 'Cause you don't know like I do. You never understand. And you don't know we've been through. You think girl's my best friend. And there's no way you're gonna help me. She's the only one who can. No, you don't know how much I got to lose. You don't know like I do. Can't forget, I'm drowning in these memories. Fills my soul with all the little things. And I can't cope. It's like a death inside the family. It's like she stole my way to breathe. So don't try to tell me I'll stop crying. Don't try to tell me she ain't worth it. She don't know like I do. You never understand.
I heard this one earlier too. Somebody's super mad. Why are you so mad? Why are you so mad? I heard that. I heard a karmic respond, because you're so pretty and I look like shit. Oh, that's a you problem, babe. Go work it out. Go do some self-care or go to therapy and learn to love yourself. Both, maybe.
Tuesday night, crowded bar. Some guy lights a cheap cigar. Bartender yells at him, so he walks out and you walk in. Right through that cloud of smoke, cat calls and dirty jokes. Scan the room a couple times, find a seat right next to mine. Lonely eyes, well it sure looks like you just might be looking for something. Look at me, and I think you'll see those lonely eyes don't have to be alone tonight. They analyze your glass of wine, roll away a pickup line. Now and then they check your phone, catch mine and let them go. From a little bit I've seen, they're the perfect shade of green. Next time they come my way, heaven help me make them say, lonely eyes, well it sure looks like you just might be looking for something, for something. Look at me. And I think you'll see those lonely eyes don't have to be alone tonight. Don't make me pay my time, catch a cab, go home and keep myself to sleep tonight. Give me a sign, just a smile, baby, I need to lose myself. Deep inside, lonely eyes.
Self-explanatory. Let's do this one too. Oh, there's a karmic who's angry, like ripping out their hair angry. Oh, you know why? Because I guess they thought their spell work worked. I heard something about a fluke. They thought, I guess me, I don't know, getting on screen and continuing to come here was a fluke or something. No. Right there, I thought I had her with that last spell. delusional. But okay. I guess you're not as powerful as you thought, huh? I wouldn't call that powerful at all. You gaslit yourself into thinking you had some when you never did. Certainly not against me.
Hey girl, I'm just a small town running around. I get my kicks out on the outskirts of town. I can never do it like a pretty city boy. I'm more efficient in the dark, nitty gritty boy. So lay back and let me paint you a picture.
Wait, one more. So even if it wasn't about the spell work, I'm picking up that it has to do with the stalking. Like they really thought that they would instigate so much that they would. I hear they burned themselves out trying to burn us out. Didn't I tell you you would do that? I warned you against your own stupidity long before you did it. Anyway, moving on.
Pretty city boy, I'm more efficient in the dark, nitty gritty boy. So lay back and let me paint you a picture. The way I wanna kiss you. Mississippi, strong as a faithful whiskey, steady as a town petty track. I wanna love you like that, deeper than a sunset sky, sweeter than muscadine wine, all night till the sun comes down. I wanna love you like that. When I'm with you, I can see down the road, girl. Not just the gravel and the traveling on, girl. And I'm betting that it's gonna be a wild ride, but I promise that I'm gonna be there by your side. I think we got another memory in the making. So baby, let's take it slow as a Mississippi, strong as a faithful whiskey, steady as a town petty track. Love you like that, deeper than a sunset sky, sweeter than muscadine wine, all night till the sun comes down. I wanna love you like I ain't gonna do it like a pretty city boy. I'm a fishing in the dark, nitty gritty boy. Yeah. So let me love you, slow as a Mississippi, strong as a faithful whiskey, steady as a town petty track, girl. I wanna love you like that, deeper than a sunset sky, sweeter than muscadine wine, all night till the sun comes down. I wanna love you like that, baby.
There's sovereignty Reiki coming through. I love this one. Doesn't surprise me though. I'm a royal. Here I come. Here I come.
Playing it upside. Look, baby, I'm a rock star. Where's my old man? Playing it upside down. Dancing around in front of our TV. Can't see the ball game. So I just wave my ladder around and say, you're right on, baby. I'd rather watch you
I don't drive stick.
Yeah, she's my kind of crazy. Little game she plays will never get old. She's too cute to get on my last nerve. The way she throws her little fits, pulling at a leg. That night when we kiss, make fights she can't win. It's my baby. She's my kind of crazy. She never lets me rest. She keeps me up all night. No to roll me off the bed. Still covers on my side. But I hear wake up sleepy head. Now open up my eyes. And it's all worth yeah, she's my kind of crazy. Little game she plays will never get old. She's too cute to get on my last nerve.
Let's give Bishop a minute.
I couldn't stay away, an obvious mistake. I could have saved some face. I thought I knew that in this painful place I might find some grace. But mercy is a lie they tell you. I can't read my mind's in pieces. I'm still breathing. I'm just seeing trouble. And it always leads you into say that you can't climb higher. Scared that you're gonna fall. Every time the road gets harder, the honest survival. I can't fly with eagles. Instead I'm gonna hit the wall. Today I woke up fighter. The honest survival. Dreams get poisoned in your brain. Yeah, the enemy's the same. Deadly weapons that are formed against you. They are obvious mistake. Because just like a plague, you know the friends you make say they make you trouble. And it always leads you into afraid that you can't climb higher. Scared that you're gonna fall. Every time the road gets harder, the honest survival. I can't fly with eagles. Instead I'm gonna hit the wall. Today I woke up a fighter. The honest survival.
Bishop Briggs, The Art of Survival. This one too. This one is about a divine masculine and a divine feminine who are head over heels for each other. But it's like they're afraid to communicate. They need to, though. You know what I got a vision of this morning as well? I think it was this morning. Maybe it was late last night. It was the effigy. It was a divine masculine who was thinking about it, actually. It was the effigy from the Burning Man festival from, I think, 2015, if I recall. It's, I think, my favorite one that I've ever seen. And it's of the inner children. So two adults, two wire sculptures that you can see through. And there are two adults basically pouting, sitting back to back. But their inner children are inside them, and they're not hollow wire sculptures, which is kind of how the adults feel, cold, and like holes have been shot through them. The children inside them are fully formed, and they're made of these big silhouettes of light, these orbs of light. And the children are standing face to face and palm to palm because all they want to do is play and talk and connect. But it's the ego, the wounded egos of the adults, the fear-based egos of the adults, for whatever reason, fear of rejection, whatever. I texted last, you said this, or I, like, whatever. It's ego. And so it causes them to be back to back when, let's be real, you miss your person and would like to talk. I know. I saw that. I pick up all the things you think I don't or you didn't say. Do you know how exhausting that is? I wish you'd just say it.
Then I never got to sleep that one time. Oh my God, I'm not the same as I was with you. I would jump out my skin just to get you. Oh my God, how could you have ever known if I never let you show? Now I just wanna know.
How could you have ever known if I never let you know? And I just heard an ad lib in there, and he said, now I feel all alone. I just want to let you know, and I just want you to know. She says, yeah, I'm fine. Trap tears in the morning, but I give in to the lonely. Here it comes with no warning. Capsize. I'm first in the water. And it's like divine feminine saying water being symbol of, first of all, intuition. Do you know how exhausting that is? But emotions. And she says, I'm first in the water. I guess I'm the first one to honor my emotions, to tell you how I feel. Or in some cases that's what it is. To be raw and honest and authentic and open with her emotions. As scary and hard as, he thinks it's hard. No, I don't want to do that because it's hard. How do you think it feels like for her? It's not easy. She just chooses to be brave. I'm afraid of rejection, he says. Yeah, well, when she's putting herself on the spot like that, what do you think she's doing? Do you think she's unaware of that? Sounds like you both have the same concerns. She's just the only one who's been clearing through that. If that's the case, that's a problem. It's not teamwork makes the dream work. That's very one-sided. Not very nice. Not very reliable or trustworthy. Yeah, I'm right back where I started. If it's a one-sided situation, I'm like, that's what most people have been, right? So it's just another one of those. I'll survive. Art of survival. The art of non-attachment. By far, the scariest thing about me is the way that I can detach myself from people. I can love you to death and never speak to you again. Somebody says, where might one learn that skill? Oh, surviving betrayal trauma. For those who don't understand, because I'm picking up a question mark. Betrayal trauma is a specific type of trauma that comes from the very people, or learning that you cannot trust the very people that you thought you could trust the most, should have been able to trust the most, were supposed to be able to trust the most, like parents, or a so-called loving partner, right? Somebody says betrayal trauma, what do you mean? Okay, well, for example, the family that I had went and sided with, hello, love, domestic abusers, you know, so the same people you're supposed to be able to rely on to protect and ally with the most ended up being the most dangerous. And that's even more dangerous because they're the ones closer to the inside of your circle, or they were on it, right? So they have the potential to do the most damage. It's not, you kind of expect most of the time, not always, not all strangers are like this. Some strangers are very good people. Hello. But you kind of expect to have to be on guard sometimes with strangers potentially, you know, because, well, you don't know them, and not all of them have the best of interests, certainly not towards other people. But when it comes from somebody who you already trusted, who already earned your trust at one point, or who you already let your guard down to, or were raised to think that you didn't have to put a guard up to, that's different. That hits harder, that hurts more, it shakes you. You kind of already expect strangers to be hit or miss, but when all of a sudden you realize that you can't even trust the people around you, it can mess with your head, especially when it makes you question your judgment in other people. Like, geez, if I didn't see these nasty things about that person and they were able to hurt me so much, how good is my judgment? Can I trust anyone else? Can I trust myself? It fucks people up. Betrayal trauma. It's not funny. It's nice to see you. I hope you have had a good couple of days. Racing? What kind of racing? Car racing? Okay, so he's talking about the words I love you. 3 words never come easy because you're more than they ever could be. Can I tell you where I first heard this song? It was when Mr. Meeker was alive. He found it and he said it reminded him of he and I sometimes, which I can't argue with. And I mentioned, I think last week sometime, he used to tell me, I love you sometimes a few times in a single minute. And I was never upset. I'm like, it meant that at multiple different times during that 60-second period, he felt so much love for me or thought about how much he loved me. He said it out loud. And that was kind of the context of our whole relationship. But I mean, he was born on Valentine's Day. So, Cupid. But he also explained why he kept saying it, because at first he tried to apologize for it. He's like, I'm sorry I keep saying I love you so much. I'm like, first of all, stop right there. No, that's unnecessary. But I did let him explain. And he said, which I mentioned the other day, I keep saying it because I feel it. I feel it every time I say it. And I say it because I mean it. But then when I say it, I feel like the words don't match up to the amount of the feeling that I have. The words don't mean enough. And so I think, well, maybe if I say it again, it will mean more, like an addition equation. If you add 1 + 1, it'll equal 2. But he's like, it never does. And I know on a spiritual level, what he was trying to explain, that he didn't have the human words for, the comprehensive words for. And mind you, I was cognizant. He learned a lot from me spiritually. Like, he believed in God when I knew spirituality was, I knew ghosts were real, right? But I had a bad taste in my mouth from the fake religious people I dealt with growing up. Very blasphemous they are. High and mighty as Bible thumpers. Not very ethical, but nonetheless. That's not God. Don't let those types of people make you think that that's what God is. Please. My mistake. I won't make that one again. Although, can you blame me when that's the so-called example? They try to parade themselves around as being pious in the example, and it's not. They're bad examples. Those are the types of people that make people turned off and shy away from the topic of God, because people don't want to be like that or be around that. But that's not godly, so. You hear the coyotes? Yeah, exactly. I did. And so he said, it just doesn't add up. It doesn't mean as much as I feel. And what he didn't have the context of the words for, that I spiritually understood without him having to say, was he was trying to say, I love you on a divine level. I love you with the magnitude of God moving through this connection. And human words, the words that we have on earth, cannot encapsulate the level of, or the magnitude of divine love that I have for you. The small human words don't add up to the massive feeling I have in my heart for you. He didn't have the words to say it, but that's what he was trying to say. Is what he did say, it just wasn't as fluid. But I heard him. He said just enough. Your silhouette is burned in my memory. And I did mention the effigy of the inner child, where in the wire cage aspect, they're back to back like this, like egoic, not wanting to talk, afraid of rejection. I texted you last, like whatever the case may be. But the inner children within them, they're face to face and they're lit up and they glow. They're not hollow.
Rubber left from the moment that you left me. Oh my God. Oh my God.
He said, I've been rubble since the moment that you left me, meaning I fell apart, I crumbled. Like the remnants of a home after an earthquake. One that fell to the ground.
3 words that never come easy, 'cause you're more.
3 words, they never come easy, because you're more than they ever could mean.
More than they ever could be. Oh my God. Oh my God. How could you have ever known if I never let it show? Now.
Somebody says you used to speak to each other through music. Yeah, even when he was alive.
I just wanna know.
I'm swimming up against the tide. Like I keep pushing. Didn't I say that in the beginning? These people thought that they were going to burn the light workers out. I'm swimming up against the tide. I'm swimming, but I'm getting tired.
I'm swimming up against the tide. I'm swimming, but I'm getting tired. I need a gangster to love me better than all the others do. To always forgive me, ride or die with me. That's just what gangsters do. I'm fucked up, I'm black and blue. I'm built for all the abuse. I got secrets that nobody knows. I'm good on that pussy shit. I don't want what I can get. I want someone with secrets that nobody knows. I need a gangster to love me better than all the others do. To always forgive me, ride or die with me. That's just what gangsters do. Freakness is on the loose and running all over you. Please take me to places that nobody knows. You got me hooked up on the feeling. You got me hanging from the ceiling. Got me up so high, I barely breathing. So don't let me down, let me down, let me down, let me down. I need a gangster to love me better than all the others do. They do. To always forgive me, ride or die with me.
I'm a past life regressionist, so I do also believe that. Yep. And you're right. You're very smart. Very smart. And absolutely let me know and I will check that out. I want to hear you sing. You keep talking about that. And of course I'll listen to the guitar. It was beautiful when I heard it. I don't feel obligated. I'll never pressure or push that point. But if you get to a point where you want to share and you feel safe and comfortable doing that, then I would be happy to listen. And I know that I'm pretty honored to be that safe space. I know that's been a big thing for you. Don't ever feel obligated or make yourself uncomfortable, you know. I appreciate that, pal. Let me know. Let's do this one. I've been hearing this for a couple of days. In fact, it's part of the inspiration for some of my next nail art. I don't have anything on my fingers right now. Took it off earlier so I could let it breathe. I think I might be doing at least some of it now. We'll see how long. I don't know what I want to do. I'm going to flow it out. But I am cleaning the brush that I want. So we'll see. Why are you not playing for me?
I got it good, girl, cause I got myself a good girl. Yeah, you up and took my whole world and made it so good, girl. You're an angel, you're a keeper, the kind of thing that you gotta lock down. I'm loving, just living, every minute since you came around. I was lost in the neon lights till the day that you called me yours. Yeah, and they say when you know, and I know one thing's for sure, I got it good.
I'm really proud of you. If you're still here, John, I know your hands have been busy multitasking. I think you said you were gaming, but I just wanted to say that I'm very proud of you. I never expect anybody to be perfect in life. I'm not perfect. But I also do see how far you've come. And I'm very proud of you for choosing not to get into certain things or to get out of certain things that you just knew didn't align with you. You seem to have tapped into the spiritual side of things as a result of shifting around in a more positive way, and you're very smart in a number of ways, including where psychology and just kind of human nature come into play. And that's a different type of intellect. It hits on a couple of different types of intellect, including emotional intelligence, especially I think it comes, well, I guess not everybody that goes through a lot of the stuff we've been through comes to the cognizance that we have, but I see that. I see that you've used it to grow and learn. And not everybody has that, whether they've been through shit or not. So, kudos.
Girl, 'cause I got myself a good girl. Still can't believe
I know people older than you who still haven't gotten it, who I don't think will get it. I don't think they'll stop a lot of the toxic lifestyle traits, and I don't think that they will develop a level of cognizance, not in regards to street smarts or just basic human observation. I'm very proud of you. One would hope, but I see how far you've come. And that's something to give yourself some love for. Be proud of yourself. I would be.
you can't imagine life without you. I could take you home to mama, take you to the church right down the street. Yeah, you up and took my whole world and made it so good, girl, so good, baby. Yeah. You know sometimes I dream about 55 years from now.
Okay. So, topic of a divine masculine. Oh, that's so funny. I hear that. Okay, so he says, I dream of a life something like 55 years from now, but in the down bar of this, I noticed it a few minutes ago too, Big Plans by Chris Lane, and then I was just hearing Jealous 2 by the same artist, Dustin Lynch. I'd be jealous too. And this one is a divine masculine energy. This is funny. He's speaking to really anybody. Well, he's speaking to divine feminine, but what he's saying, And the conversation of the song is, look, you know, I can see why they're mad. I can see why some people are hating on you. I can see why some people are hitting on you. I'd be jealous too if they were with you. He's like, they wish they were me. You know, I can't. I'm with you. I get it. He's like, okay, to be very fair and clear, he's like, I don't necessarily like it. Right. I hear Pump Your Brakes by Will Smith. Hounding on Girl, was that really necessary? You need to be hauled off. Okay. Somebody says they don't know how I'm good after that drink last night. It's because I only had a sip of it, a quarter of it. It's probably 4 shots. There are probably still 3 in there. I stuck it in the freezer overnight. Divine Masculine's laughing at me. He's like, she couldn't even finish her drink. No! Also, I didn't really want to. She's what? Goofball. Oh, and Karmic. I hate her. Yeah, see, I told you. They're so they're so mad.
Wix.
I hear. That's funny. I don't always pick this up, but once in a while I get this one still. There's no way she types that fast. I don't know why you think that. There's my laundry. It's been multitasking. No, I learned to type in the 4th grade, and we didn't start learning cursive until 5th grade, so I learned to type before I learned to sign my name in cursive. $44.22. And also there are people who type way faster than I, so if you think that was fast. I think there are.
I'd be jealous too if she was with you. I'd be out my mind watching her move. If I was just the guy.
You know why I learned to type so fast? It wasn't because of that. Yeah, see, there it is. Divine Masculine got it. He's like, it's because you think so much. Yeah, I had to be able to keep up with my racing thoughts. Like multiple channels are coming at once. All the songs coming at once.
Jealous too if she was with you.
No, you're good.
She laughs like she just broke into a hotel. She loves deserts and the sunsets out in Malibu. If you felt the way it feels, the way she looks at you, I'd be jealous too. I'd be jealous too. She's a California red and a diamond, hourglass body like a guitar. And forever my style appears like a little bomb in the atmosphere. That's my genre, like a movie. If they ain't never seen a better blue jeans, can't blame them if they want her like I do. I'd be jealous too if she was with you. I'd be out my mind.
I have a page on my website, which is in the description box. In fact, if you give me a second, I'll do you a solid and link it. You don't have to check it out, but you might find some interest in the page about indigo children. I resonate. Oh, somebody's upset about this. With being an indigo, myself, actually. And just based on a little bit of your story that I know about also, kind of sounds like that. Me too. Like, I had real experiences with ghosts that I couldn't deny. Like, that just couldn't be made up. It was what it was. And so I knew that was real. But as far as everything else went, yeah, similar. Because of, I just saw it for what it was. I saw people being corrupt and weird, and that wasn't very authoritative. I didn't find that very authoritative. I didn't find those authority figures qualified. It's a very indigo child thing, seeing the corruption, seeing the imbalance, and not wanting to vibe with it. But on the flip side, I'm such a science-based person that, like, if you couldn't prove it to me, I didn't want to hear it. Stop thumping your Bible at me, or I'll shove it down your throat, is what I pretty much would have said to you, give or take a decade ago, probably a little more. So I get it on both accords. It sounds like an indigo child. Also, the ability to pick things up the way that you did, the natural giftedness. See how many of those you mark off. Yeah. It's not that I love science, but there were things that were happening that science couldn't yet explain, that were very clearly very real. Just because they haven't been able to figure out a way to validate certain spiritual things doesn't mean it's not legit. With mindful reason to that statement, okay? That's not applicable in every case, but thank you. Yeah, take your time. I'm going to pin this up here, actually. Now, many people have some traits on that chart, but a true indigo will have all of them or almost all of them. I think I have all of those in the list. I hit every one of those markers except for maybe like one or two, if I recall. It's been a while since I've actually read through it because I don't need to anymore. I just know who I am. But I found it very helpful when I started figuring this out almost a decade ago. No. I agree, especially with all of the lost, that how many artifacts and huge pieces of text and information, even like instruction manuals in the form of manuscripts and what have you, how much of that was lost? Either due to destruction, like burning of the book style destruction, Library of Alexandria type of destruction, intentional, or natural devastation, tsunamis, what have you. Like, we stand on the shoulders of giants. Thank you. I'm telling you, dude. Your spirit is old. You're a beautiful writer, too. Thank you. I've been teaching about that for years. My example is usually, okay, imagine, and this really did happen. It's been translated so many times, like, and then you have to add in the addition of why there are so many different versions of the Bible, the King James Version versus all of it. Every time there was a king in power that wanted to rule politics, legislature, some type of way, that found something in opposition to that in the Bible would just cut it out of the Bible and put in a new version of it for that time. And even just basic English or French translation, when you try to take one of those languages and translate it into English or translate something from English into one of those languages, often you lose meaning in translation. It doesn't quite flow the same way. Some things do, but some things, no, that kind of butchers them when you try to translate it. It chops up the meaning or the words. And that's just with basic words and language. So what you're saying, even just in the Bible, imagine being wise enough to know that knowledge will get lost in translation. So you had the foresight to write stories and metaphors. And that's also where people go wrong, because sometimes something was a poem and they're trying to find a literal translation in it, and it wasn't supposed to be a literal. It's a metaphor or something. That's when people get persecuted. I'm telling you. I know people my age and older that don't speak or know. I know people your age who don't get any of this. And I've been teaching about this for years. You already have it. Congratulations. I heard it comes from the School of Hard Knocks. Holy crap, yes. So are you. Thanks. Oh, I'm much smarter than people usually give me credit for, especially at first glance. Especially if I'm stressed out and a little bit jittery, they think I'm just some kind of ditz. No, I'm just traumatized, exhausted, probably overstimulated. Nope. God hid me in plain sight. You got it. Proud of you. Very impressed. Sometimes I do too. Let them think they... That's reverse psychology. You let them think that they're right. They think that they're so right. You let them think that you're doing something. Whatever. They'll figure it out the hard way later. Or they won't. Whatever. Not my problem. Also wisdom, not arguing with idiots. False sense of security, yeah. Oh, it spooks them too. When everything flips around. Like, how did you know that? I thought I kept that secret. I thought you didn't know about that. Or, how did you overcome that problem? I thought you were stuck. While they were so busy trying to create obstacles, they didn't seem to understand that we were seeking to elevate above them or find a resolution out. I thought I blocked off all your obstacles. Yeah, and I was busy finding new escape routes. Sometimes it works out in their favor. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I remind them that they're not as smart as they thought they were. Sometimes you need to slide your credentials back across the table and remind people of who they're dealing with. Don't forget. Here, have fun. Well, you're here, so that was a good choice. Just kidding, but not really. Okay, this one too. I've been hearing this for days. I'm not mad at it.
How'd you know to wear your hair like that? How'd you know to turn up that song? How'd you know a little tore up jeans was gonna tear me up and turn me on? And girl, it's like you know me too good, but you barely know me at all. Yeah, the way it's going tonight, you probably know I'm ready to fall. Baby, you a little mind, baby, you a little mind reader. Yeah, it's what you are. You play it all a little shy, but baby, you're a heart stealer. And right here in this car, it's like you knew that smile was gonna melt me down. Like you know those lips are what I'm needing right now. And girl, when you lay them on mine, yeah, it's like you read my mind. Baby, you a little mind, baby, you a little mind. And girl, it's like you got a crystal ball, like you got a little gypsy sign. It's like you knew that sweet perfume that you got on was gonna get me high. Well, how'd you know what I'm thinking right now? How'd you know what I was about to say? How'd you know to whisper in my ear? Let's take this party back to my place. Baby, you a little mind, baby, you a little mind reader. Yeah, that's what you are. You play it all a little shy, but baby, you're a heart stealer. And right here in this car, you knew that smile was gonna melt me down. You know.
I'm picking up that there is this energy of a divine masculine, like lurking on his divine feminine, but he's not been communicating and he's not been talking. And so, like, rather than be concerned about who's talking to her, he should just go do it. Let me touch on this energy. Hold on. I see it. Where is it? You don't have to take my word for it. That's just what I'm picking up. He says, I know you're right, I just don't want to hear it. This is a masculine who might be used to people chasing him. Hurt heart, I see you. I see you. See, he's watching. And it's upsetting him. He says, I miss her. I miss you. Yeah, well, it's mutual. So why don't you just... It's like you hurt both of you when you do that, you know? Why don't you just close the gap? 1108. Look, see? It's also a big manifestation number. Do you know 108 is a huge number in Vedic? Reference. Oh, somebody's very angry. Somebody says they feel called out. I'm just channeling. I'm not judging. It's just sad. I think it's sad. It's very sad. It's unnecessary. because it can easily be solved. It reminds me, I'm getting a flash of it again, of the effigy of the inner children, palm to palm. That's what they both want. It's where that missing each other comes from. That's what they want. And like the rigid back-to-back energy, that's the non-communication. Ego, checking in, lurking, but like not communicating. Why is he checking in? Why is he looking in? Why does he care? Because he wants to communicate. His inner child doesn't want the conflict or the separation between them. So honor them. (1108) suggests that you think only positive thoughts to do with aspects of your wealth, prosperity, and abundance. Keep your focus on attaining positive results and fulfillment rather than worry about lack or loss. When you have high expectations and maintain a positive attitude, the angels and universal energies assisting with manifestation can help with your highest ideals in achieving success in all that you put your efforts towards. The angels want you to know that positive things are manifesting around you at a rapid rate right now, so make the most of them. This can indicate that you're nearing the end of a cycle or phase in your life. New opportunities will appear for you in they don't like this truth. In due course. And your angels ask you not to stress about present circumstances, as better is on its way into your life. Do not fear lack or loss, as the end of a situation or cycle denotes the beginning of a prosperous new opportunity or direction, could be both. The angels ask you to have faith and trust in them and yourself, and remember that this happens for your highest good and divine right time. I'm picking up light workers bubbly and laughing in a good mood. I'm also picking up karmic energy upset. They really did not like this truth. They wanted me to be quiet. That throat chakra tightened up. I'm hearing they also don't want the twins to communicate. The counterparts to communicate. No. 6422. If you're considering beginning or expanding a spiritually based practice, career, or profession, or a heart-based service, 1108 can suggest that now is a most auspicious time to do so. I just noticed the clock switch from 11:11 to 11:12 as well. Listen to the guidance from the angels as to the next steps to take, and trust that you have all the necessary skills and talents within you. Do not doubt your own abilities. Have faith in yourself. Your angels do. This is also a number of the laws of karma, so the energies we put out into the universe are returned to us in kind. And like I said, I know that some of these people are catching karma right now. But I also know that things are lightening up for those of us who have actually been seeking to elevate, to do the right thing, to try to make amends where necessary, knowing also full well that some people are just not meant to be in our lives. Resilient heart, it's time to rebuild. Right, I see you, it's time to rebuild. So it's like both of them are, turning the light on, sitting back to back. But all they want is to share this love. Like nurture the garden of each other's hearts. He says we both just do better off when we water each other. Yeah. Fearful heart, look, it's time to shine. But it's a fear of like failure or rejection. Trapped heart, step outside your comfort zone. Yeah. You can't let love in if you're afraid to open your heart? Like, how do you give love if your heart's closed off too? I know it's scary. It's not unscary for me after everything I've been through either, but I also know that, like my doctor said this week, there's no risk, no reward. I loved that. I loved that so much from her, because I have peer-to-peer conversations with medical professionals. I don't typically get or need advice. I already know what's going on. It's just nice to have, through all the gaslighting and toxicity, a rational, sound mind and somebody to process the stuff out with. But really, it's the machine that I use to rebuild from the damage that these people have done. And so, on the off chance, which I don't recall happening more than once every couple of years, that I have a question or like some advice, need some advice. She always has it. It's always great, but it's so rare. And so there are moments that I know it sounds weird, but I kind of genuinely cherish about our relationship, so to speak. I didn't really ask her so much for this, but something she added in because she felt like it was a space that she could, and I was glad she did. She was right. It was a good open. It was a good spot. It was good. I just think it's funny. Same thing with any really medical professional, for the most part. Usually they have to break down their language from medical jargon to something comprehensible to your average civilian that does not have medical training or background. It's kind of like when you don't understand what somebody is saying when they're like a lawyer is reading stuff off of a paper in court and it sounds like he's speaking another language. It's called legalese. You kind of have a similar thing in the medical profession a lot of the time because it's very complicated, but I don't tend to have that problem. I have found that my doctors find that not only do I understand what they're saying, they don't need to break things down in a way that I understand. When they say the terms of what things mean, I tend to understand what they're talking about. I mean, I did take anatomy in college. It was part of the requirement for cosmetology school, actually, but anatomy and chemistry, actually. Did you know that? You have to take anatomy and chemistry for cosmetology to pass. So, I find it refreshing where there are moments to listen. I'm always teaching. Most people haven't been worth listening to. Passionate heart. Use your voice to wake up others. Well, that's what I'm here for. I just remember one of the last medical appointments that I went to. The doctor came in and was explaining things using the regular correct medical terms that they would learn in school and you'd find in medical books and what have you. Not slang, not broken down on more simplified terms. And rather than me asking questions or him having to break things down on a more simplified term, I started asking him questions in his own language, so to speak, and I could tell that he was a little bit shocked. I mean, like, it was only for a second, and then he just continued the conversation because he realized I could understand him without needing translation. But I notice it all the time. So it was very refreshing. It's not very often. Embark on a great adventure. Curious heart. I feel like this is the divine masculine being called to take this leap of faith. Giving heart. Yeah, develop self-love too. Face your shadow and grow. Healing heart. I just heard, why are you so afraid of rejection? I hear she put herself on the line for you. Why can't you do the same for her? I'm not judging. There's a divine masculine who's upset. And he's like, well, there have been times where she got scared and pulled back. Absolutely. Zero argument. Seen it. Been there. Guilty. Self-admittedly. But she still pushed through that and tried regardless. For starters. Rebellious heart. Think for yourself. It's taking the leap of faith, though. There's love growing. Even self-love. Longing heart. Yeah. Value what you have and more will appear. So it's talking about not being in that lack and loss frequency, and then also shifting his perspective from like, oh, I've lost divine feminine. If there's been a separation or there's not communication, to knowing that there's love between them, because in the cases that I'm picking up, there still is. I hear that. And then using that to build. If there's already love there, then 11:22 on the clock on the East Coast, then why not just bridge the gap? At that point, it's just a break in communication. No, you shouldn't leave it that way. But on the other side of that gap that you could easily close is love. It's already there. No.
share that feeling, dreaming, gazing at the bedroom ceiling. Oh, now I'm laying wishing you come home. And though I never said it with words, there was love in the silence. Even now, after all of these years, you're the light in my darkness. Darling, please listen close and hear. That's the love in the silence. Even now, after all these long years, I feel love in the quiet.
Okay, I kept getting this download to ask just what's the advice? What's the advice? Trusting heart. Listen to your inner wisdom. Did I not just say that? And worthy heart, you're enough. Worthy heart. Trusting heart. Oh, that looks like the flower that I put on one of my last videos. The rose. Divine Masculine saying, I'm sorry, he's sorry. I understand. He says it's not okay though. Well, it's been really sad and hard for both of us, hasn't it? That's the message from Divine Feminine. Why don't we just mend this and bridge the gap? Wouldn't both of us be happier that way? Is that not what we both want? Come love me. You hear this?
New hit.
That's not it.
Two crowns and a gold cup, and they're coming for the throne, love. But if your heart is a dogfight, then I'm ready to go to war like. Rough sex and
There's absolutely wisdom in that. There is. However, when dealing for me with the injuries from trauma, it's been very helpful. I use a tool called EMDR, and there are different types of EMDR. Prince Harry has done it for stress and trauma over the death of his mom, Princess Diana. I think he did like a emotional freedom tapping style EMDR. I don't do that kind. I use a machine that the doctor runs, and it's like a bilateral stimulation machine. And so she holds a machine thing in her hand, has wires running out of it, and one of them goes to one of my palms and the other goes to the other, and it vibrates back and forth. It feels like a cell phone vibrating in your palms, but it sends a vibrational frequency back and forth through the palms as you're processing out, talking out whatever stressors or traumas or whatever are most prevalent and kind of weighing up your time, occupying your mental and emotional space. Or if you're in a space that you're not really dealing with stuff presently the same way that you were, you can go back and process out old junk. It's also good for people that have had concussions because I mean, like the symptoms that I deal with, they end up being concussion symptoms or injuries in the same part of the brain when you're dealing with narcissistic abuse like this and CPTSD, unfortunately. I also know that people that have struggled with addiction can benefit from it as well. And it can be helpful for children even. It can be safe for children as long as they're deemed good candidates for it by their medical professionals. But what it does is it sends signals back and forth through the different hemispheres of the brain, kind of like it's stimulating through the palms, which is what it's doing. EMDR stands for eye rapid desensitization and reprocessing, which basically is while you're awake, tapping into the REM sleep frequency in the brain. REM sleep is the deepest state of sleep and healing. You usually need at least a good couple of hours, preferably like 3-ish on average, to get into REM sleep. REM sleep is the state of sleep that the most healing is done in the brain, but if you see somebody where their eyes are kind of like flickering a little bit while they're sleeping, if you've ever noticed that, that's REM sleep. It means that they have just slipped into the deepest states of healing, and for whatever reason, the eyelids flutter. But that's what it's activating, it's triggering. It's kind of like the trick that you can do to sleep. It's called the 4-7-8 method, and it's a breathing technique. And you breathe in for 4 seconds, you hold it for 7 seconds, which feels weird. It feels like you might run out of breath, but you won't. And then you breathe out for 8. And the reason that this is effective is because when you're actually asleep in those deep states, that's how your body really breathes. Very slow and much deeper. And so if you, while, laying in a dim room or a dark room, you do this breathing technique, it tricks your brain into thinking that you're asleep because you're forcing your body to breathe as if you were asleep. So it starts producing sleep chemicals, and it starts kicking out adrenaline and the things that keep you awake more, cortisol stuff. Kind of nifty. Yeah. EMDR. Yep. And that's something that I recommend you check out, is either the book or information online. You can YouTube it as well. It's called The Body Keeps Score. And you think, okay, I've dealt with the trauma, but if there's any residual stuff stuck in the nervous system, then you will have like tension or even spasms and things like that. My arm was like twitching the other day. That's new. That's not a normal thing for me, but it is a symptom of overstimulate, like nervous system overload, stress. Stress symptom. Too stressed. Very strange. But The Body Keeps Score, that's what it's called. And the author is the doctor that's behind the research, which is the reason that complex PTSD is going into the next DSM manual, which will be very helpful for psychologists. It'll be easier to properly diagnose patients with a fuller manual access, and also to bill insurance, because I know they need to do that too. Makes it trickier. But I recommend it.
courtyard, and your legs are the North Star. Church bells, let me ring them. She looked back, said, baby, this your kingdom. Lost in this darkness, I'll carry your throne. No, I won't let it swallow you. They try to break inside the walls with these lies, but I'm pulling up the drawbridge. We rose this love from the dirt now. Set fire to the sky, watch it burn down. It's a ceremony, but the crowd's gone, and you got nothing but.
It's not that we can't heal a lot of the stuff out, but yeah, sometimes what happens is, you said it the other day, I think, compartmentalize. You just kind of compartmentalize it and it gets stored away in other little places. There's something called somatic pain or somatic trauma that can also play in, and that it goes into when it's stuck in the body and the nervous system, and it does. EMDR can help release that physically. In fact, it takes a couple of days usually for it to kind of catch up in your body. There may be points where you have certain little trigger points or like flashbacks, stuff that comes back up to be processed out. But what's happening is it's finally being released. So you take the time to process and regulate and release and have healthy coping mechanisms, and give yourself the space to do so without feeling bad, understanding that it's part of the release. I always feel much better. And you see, that's why, like the other day, I got out of this medical appointment for this specifically, and one of the things that I processed out and helped release was the stalking incidents, only to get home and have one of them at my door again. What they try to do is, the way that I can describe it for people, I think you might understand it regardless, but for people that really just don't understand, is the whole thing with the nervous system is it feels like it's a bucket, right? Like the nervous system, imagine it's a bucket, and the trauma is the bucket being filled with water. First of all, it's super heavy. And second of all, the idea is to like empty it, or have it be as light as possible. So drill holes in the bottom so that it drains, drill more holes so that it drains more quickly. But the whole thing with people trying to cause harm is that, let's say that you can only empty the bucket so fast. They're trying to pour more water in than you can drain, so that it's just constantly overflowing. This is just narcissists wanting control, thinking that they can try to have some kind of control over something or someone's emotions. And it just shows how out of control that they are. Why would you choose to stalk and harass and do those things to someone, especially if they're trying to make us look some kind of way? Well, if I stalk you and upset you, I can make you look crazy. You look crazy because you're stalking people. What do you mean? It's called reactive abuse, by the way, when people do that. Try to poke somebody into reacting so they can say, see, I told you that person is unhinged and crazy. No, you're unhinged because you kept poking a bear and expecting them not to ever roar back or bare their teeth and claws. That was foolish of you. But yeah. I definitely recommend something like EMDR. Like Reiki is something that I find spiritually helpful, but it is, I go to a doctor. There are many types of healers. I find that like in the billing industry, medical billing industry, often chiropractors are in competition or compared with craniosacral specialists and physical therapists. No. I've been so injured that I've needed all three, and none of them replace the other. They'll work hand in hand in tandem, like Trinity effect, but none of them replace the other. The cranio specialist does align certain things, but it's more about the muscles and like the nerves and the fascia and stuff like that, which the chiropractor doesn't deal with, nor does the physical therapist. But the physical therapist is more about like re-strengthening and training the muscles and realigning like some bone structure, but the chiropractor touches more of the bone structure than physical therapist ever would. So I need them all. They don't replace each other. There's no competition. They're all important. People need to understand. If you truly understand, I think people don't understand often each category or enough about the medicine or the field or the specifics of each doctor to understand how different they are. They just kind of lump them into a category. They're not. They're not. Each one does things for me that the others can't or don't. Yep, that's it. My ear just started ringing too. Forgiveness. Yep. Yep. The tension in the body, it's just trapped energy that's manifesting physically. It's just unprocessed emotion, or usually if your shoulders hurt, it's because you feel like you've been carrying too much unprocessed emotion, the weight of the world on your shoulders. There are different points in the body that if there are issues, can reference an overload and indicate some kind of imbalance. Not always, but yeah. If you ask and sit with your body, like, why do you hurt? Like my stomach, did you hear it? Just gurgle. My stomach is tense right now. I feel that. And I'm like, why? I was just thinking like, why are you upset? And then I heard back, I'm anxious. And I am. I feel that.
That I've been working on a song for Lauren. Okay.
I heard that. I wouldn't have known if you hadn't told me, but then your stomach ratted you out. Yeah, I told you. It's tense. I'm like, oh God. Why do you not feel good? Like twisted in knots, like almost bridging on that like nausea tension. It's anxiety. Here's some one for you. A lot of times children don't understand how to tell you they're anxious. They just know that the sensation of whatever it is that they're feeling doesn't feel good. Sometimes I don't, my stomach hurts is I'm anxious. Young kids Kids who don't have the words or the comprehension.
Just look at her sitting there, sweatpants, t-shirt, and a comfy chair. Her hair in a bun, one hand on a mug, and the other one's playing snare. To a George Strait final day, yes or no.
But that's why the book is called The Body Keeps Score. Because we may let it go mentally and emotionally, and yes, we can help release some of that physically, but if it's trapped in the system, that's not good for us.
Well, I don't get her close, but I don't think she can understand just how far I've been letting my heart fall to what's in my head. She don't know I got some big, big plans. Build a little house out on some hand-me-down land. Find a little island where we go to get tan. Bet we take our kids down there one day. And I know she wouldn't mind if I did a little something like find a flight overnight to paradise and leave tonight. And I'ma put a diamond on her hand. She don't know I got some big, big plans. She don't know. She don't know. She don't know I got some big, big plans. She don't know. She don't know. She don't know. I already bought a ring. Hid it in the bottom left drawer right beside the sink. Johnny and my diamond on a brand new bed. Asked her mama for permission and her daddy for her hand. I got some big, big plans. Build a little house out on some hand-me-down land. Find a little island where we go to get tan. Bet we take our kids down there one day. And I know she wouldn't mind if I did a little something like find a flight overnight to paradise and leave tonight. And I'ma put a diamond on her hand. She don't know I got some big, big plans. She don't know. She don't know. She don't know I got some big, big plans. She don't know. She don't know. Well, here I go, 'cause right now we're back in her hometown, and I'm down on one knee. I guess you finally figured out I'm gonna ask her to marry me. I got some big, big plans.
This is pretty. Okay. This one too. Read this so many times today. Not that I'm mad. I'm not mad at all.
I just don't think I'd ever say.
What? No, you're good. Oh, cliffhanger.
Losing sleep, losing. Hear the clock ticking on the wall. Losing sleep, losing track of the tears I cry. Every drop is a waterfall. Every breath is a brick in the real tide. Oh, how long has it been now?
Stinks.
Don't know, but it feels like an eternity since I had you here with me. Since I had to learn to be someone you don't know. To be with you in paradise. What I wouldn't sacrifice. What you have to chase the light. Somewhere I can go. As I walk this world alone. As I walk this world alone. Another glimpse of what could have been. Another dream of the way that it never was. Falling back in the wilderness. Waking up, rubbing salt in the cut. Oh, how long has it been now? Don't know, but it feels like an eternity. it feels like an eternity since I had you here with me, since I had to learn to be someone you don't know. To be with you in paradise is what I would sacrifice. Why'd you have to chase the light somewhere I can't go? As I walk this world alone, as I walk this world alone.
Now I know I've been hearing this for 3 days. I need primer.
Yeah.
Shush.
She was sitting all alone over on the tailgate, tan legs swinging by a Georgia plate. I was looking for her boyfriend, thinking, no, wish she ain't got one. Soon as I sat down, I was falling in love, trying to pour a little sugar in her Dixie cup, talking over the speakers in the back of that truck. She jumped up and cut me off. She was like, oh my God, this is my song. I've been listening to the radio all night long, sitting around waiting for it to come on, and here it is. She was like, come here, boy, I wanna dance. Before I said a word, she was taking my hand, spinning me around till it faded out. And she gave me a kiss, and she said, play it again, play it again, play it again. And I said, play it again, play it again, play it again.
Somebody wants to know what this is. It's Luke Bryan. Play it again.
I gave that DJ my last time. If you would have played it just one more time. But a little while later, we were sitting in the driving my truck.
All right.
Before I walked her to the door, I was scanning like a fool. AM, FM, XM too. But I stopped real quick when I heard that groove. Man, you should have seen her light up. She was like, oh my God, this is my
Oh, somebody's so mad. Why are you so mad? It's a karmic female. She's super mad that I'm doing my nails. I don't know why. They always are.
Got me wide, wide open. Got a 45 on them, and he pushing back 102. Always smoking something, he ain't worried about nothing, cause he ain't got nothing to lose. I got a thing for the hard liquor on ice, short days and long nights, Marlboros at the window, middle finger to the sky. Say you wanna get dangerous, I ain't speaking my language. I forgot what your name is, so I'ma call you mine. I'ma call you mine. Got me wide, wide open, got a 45 on him, and he pushing back 102. Always smoking something, he ain't worried about nothing, cause he ain't got nothing to lose. I got a thing for the wild, I got a thing for the wild ones, just like he do. I got a thing for the wild, I got a thing for the wild ones, and they like me too.
Things that are really crazy. Asking me how I've been feeling lately. Coming from mine, and Insta would die. Won't let it slide. I'm still in faces. No back and forth bargaining. No bitching and arguing. A whole lot of problems. Living in Gotham. And Bunny's my Harley Quinn. Was raised in the darkness. Forgive me, I'm gone. I have no shame. I'm in love with the heartless. The police will never take us alive. And cowgirls don't cry.
Got me wide, wide open, got a 45 on him, and he pushing back 102. Always smoking something, he ain't worried about nothing, cause he ain't got nothing to lose. I got a thing for the wild one. I got a thing for the wild one.
Oh, so pretty.
I got a thing for the wild one. I got a thing for the wild ones, they like me too.
Somebody says, what are you doing? Trying to make sure the sidewall is built up, but also thinned out fast enough for this fully sets. Don't really want to have to mess with it too much when I file it. Let's pause on that one and do this. Heard this earlier.
Good morning, Los Angeles. It's another beautiful day here in Southern strictly out of curiosity, what would happen if you got with me? Kissing you and hit the spot with me. Come and skip a couple rides with me. Give me any of your heart tonight. Ain't no reason that we need to be apart tonight. I got something we can start tonight. Looking at you, girl, it's hard to find. Love stars need to be wished on. Your skin needs to be kissed on. My eyes, baby, they're fixed on you and your snapback. T-shirt, your favorite.
divine masculines, it's like he wants to hold his divine feminine's hand. Goodness gracious. It's more than that. I've seen this on and off for a few days actually, like visions of this. He wants to take his divine feminine's face in his hands, like cup her cheeks, her chin in his hands. This could be to like lift up her chin, her face to kiss him, but it's more than that. It's like forehead to forehead. He just wants to stand there and be close with her. I mean, it's more than that, but yeah, very innocent and pure. Also, it might be in communication, like very, very soft, very like nose to nose, as he says something like, I'm not going anywhere, or it could be I love you, or I missed you, or something very soft. The energy very soft. Strong, but soft. Like dominant, but also doesn't want to hurt her. Basically, it's wanting to bridge that gap that I talked about earlier in the reading. I heard this earlier too.
Having insurance isn't the You'll be down in 5. The smell of your perfume is floating down the stairs. You're fixing up your hair like you do.
Pretty.
I know that I'll be a mess the second that I see you. You won't be surprised. It happens every time. It's nothing new. It's always on a night like tonight. I think you can read my mind.
Okay, I felt that, like wanting to hold hands, the whole vision thing. It's not bad. None of it is bad. It's all very beautiful and soft and what it should be. It's him seeking to come through energetically because this is what he wants physically. Also, this version of the Speechless, I just noticed, I didn't mean to click this one, but it was the one I clicked, I guess. It's the wedding video. I think it's of their wedding, the artist. It's Dan and Shay, Speechless.
Cause when you look at me with those eyes, I'm speechless. Staring at you standing there in that dress. What it's doing to me ain't a secret. Cause watching you is all that I can do. And I'm speechless. You already know that you're my weakness. After all this time I'm just as nervous. Every time you walk into the room, I'm speechless. It started when you said hello. Just did something to me. And I've been in a daze ever since the day that we met. You took the breath out of my lungs, can't even fight it. And all of the words out of my mouth without even trying. And I'm speechless, staring at you standing there in that dress. What it's doing to me ain't a secret. Cause watching you is all that I can do. And I'm speechless. You already know that you're my
I just heard something about fentanyl. Ugh. Mm-mm. Too low. Going to stop in a minute. I need to cap this pretty quickly. I think.
Skipping breakfast wasn't a big...
Shush. Don't tell me what to do with my day.
So and not say hi. I don't know if you were looking at me or not. You probably smile like that all the time. I don't mean to bother you, but I couldn't just walk by and not say hi. And I know your names, everybody in here knows your name. You're not looking for anything right now, so I don't wanna come on strong. Don't get me wrong, your eyes are so intimidating. My heart is pounding, but it's just a conversation. No, girl, I'm not wasted. You don't know me, I don't know you, but I want to. And I don't wanna steal your freedom, I don't wanna change your mind. I don't have to make you love me, I just wanna take your time. I don't wanna wreck your Friday, I ain't gonna waste my life. I don't have to take your heart, I just wanna take your time. And I know it starts with hello, and the next thing you know, you try to be nice, and some guys getting too close, trying to pick you up, trying to get you to run. And I'm sure one of your friends is about to come over here, cause she's supposed to save you from random guys that talk too much and wanna stay too long. It's the same old song and dance, but I think you know it well. You could've rolled your eyes, told me to go ahead, could've walked away, but you're still here, and I'm still here. Come on, let's see where it goes. I don't wanna steal your freedom, I don't wanna change your mind. I don't have to make you love me, I just wanna take your time. I don't have to meet your mother, we don't have to cross that line. I don't wanna steal your colors, I just wanna take your time. I don't wanna go home with you, I just wanna be alone with you. I don't wanna steal your freedom, I don't wanna change your mind. I don't have to make you love me, I just wanna take your time. I don't wanna blow your phone up, I just wanna blow through your mind. I don't have to take your heart, I just wanna take your time. No, I ain't gotta call you baby, I ain't gotta call you mine. I don't have to take your heart, I just wanna take your time.
Still a little bit too low. I heard this one too. Okay, there's divine insurance behind this love.
We're in the home stretch of the hard times. We took a hard left, but we're alright. Yeah, I sure can try to put love to it, but we built this right, so nothing's ever gonna move it when the bones are good. The rest don't matter, yeah, the pain could peel, the glass could shatter, let it rain, 'cause you and I remain the same. When there ain't a crack in the foundation, baby, I know when it's gone, we're facing, we're alright over while we stay put. The house don't fall and the bones are good. Call it dumb luck, but baby, you and I can't even mess it up. But we both try. No, it don't always go the way we planned it, but the wolves came and went, and we're still standing when the bones are good. The rest don't matter, yeah, the pain could heal, the glass could shatter, let it rain, 'cause you and I remain the same. And there ain't a crack in the foundation, baby, I know when it's gone, we're facing, we're alright over while we stay put. The house don't fall and the bones are good. And the bones are good. Bones are good, the rest don't matter. They could feel the glass could shatter. The rest don't matter. The glass could shatter. And the bones are good. The rest don't matter. The pain could feel. The glass could shatter. Let it rain.
Please remember to pray. Do no harm. Take no crap, and I will catch you on the next one.